Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Go, Chuck. Ready?
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Yep.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Ezukama. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Throwing is Jackson. They'll get this one to Ezukama. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Edwards, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. About a half yard from the end zone. Third and goal. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On second down, here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Boy, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguise their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, That QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others, as his guys are able to extend their lead. York now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense... Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. York on now for the extra point. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Fields throw here into the hands of Boyd.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Play action. It's Fields. That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Let's go. Hey.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yo.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Edwards now on first and 10. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kolar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. One play action, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Pushing his way through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right.
That is caught, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
This is 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Oh, let's go.
Off play action, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Go.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Angel. Right.
Here's Fields. And that is taken in by Boyd. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Right.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Cade York on now for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Eric Ezukama, 51 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Bears 37, Ravens 19. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go. It's all right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his